Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Alongside my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Chompy. Thanks for joining us here. The Marlins have a chance to get out of town with a series sweep, and that's big against a division rival.
Yeah, they want to walk out of here feeling really good about what they've done. And sweeps are good, but divisional sweeps are outstanding, especially on the road. They're going to get a tough game from the other side, though, and no one's okay with getting swept in their own building, so they'll be ready as well.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go now, and on the hill, Zach Eflin.
Well, obviously last year was a difficult year for this guy. I mean, you lose that many ball games, and even if you pitched well in some of them, the fact that that loss is hanging on you the day that you took the mound can be hard to shake. But, you know, for guys to get to this level, to be big leaguers, they've had to overcome a lot. And for him, this is just one more thing. Throw away last year, hit the reset button, come out and have a great year this year.
All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. When you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
No score, just getting started, top of the first. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. Bryant trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. And on the mound now, Johnny Fernandez. What do you have on him, Siggy?
He's off to a good start, getting a win in his first start of the season, and so lifted a little bit of pressure. Right here, it's all about getting win number 2.
Judge makes the catch, and there's one away. And now it's Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Judge puts the squeeze on that one. 2 down. And next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber, with just 1 hit in 9 at-bats so far in this series. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Down quickly go the Phillies. Scoreless after 1. New inning getting started, and now the right fielder, Aaron Judge. On the ground to the left. Stop, collects it. Sends it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
1-2 here. Out to short. Slides. He's got it. Fires to first. On the money. Nice play.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
And a pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
On the ground to short. On the run, throw to first. In there safely.
Well, that's one of those where you just have to tip your cap, because he couldn't have played that one any better. Stood no chance with the speed running down the line.
Digging in, Jesus Sanchez. And that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now, Rhys Hoskins. Got him. And 1 away.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, more margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
This is Bryson's stop at the belt and fly. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Real Muto stands at first with 1 out. Next offering is fouled back. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Now it's going to be Ronald Torreyes. Next offering is fouled back. Second inning here, no score. Stays alive. And fouled off. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is that. Phillies strand 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. And welcome back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Jazz Chisholm now. Righty delivers. Bounced up the middle. In plenty of time to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd.
Batting 9.
Next to hit, Peyton Henry. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Bounce to the left side. The throw to first. Fine play in the hole for the out.
Now
here's Joey Wendell.
Shortstop, Joey Wendell.
Hard ground ball, base knock.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Back here in Philadelphia, now it's the right fielder, Garrett Stubbs. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Got him swinging. Now 1 away.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
To the right side, Chisholm picks it up, whips it to first. And 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd.
Up next for Philadelphia, the center fielder, Simone Muzziotti.
So the lineup flips over. This is Simone Muzziotti. The next offering misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. There's a swing and a miss.
That's a really big swing right there. He's got to remember, with this speed.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here at the ballpark, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Brett Bryant. The 1-1. And a base hit up the middle.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Go ahead run on base. It's Aaron Judge now. Back up the middle and a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front.
Dives, but it's off his glove. To second for one. Out there, but that's all they'll get.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
2 on, 1 out. Avisail Garcia up to the plate. Reached on an infield single his first time. In the air, right field. That's back there. And gone. Avi Garcia leaves the yard. His 4th home run of the season. And they tack on 3. It's 3-0.
There was a sinker up in the zone. It looked like it came out of the pitcher's hand a little bit too early. Doesn't have the velocity that good four-seam fastball does. And at the plate, he didn't miss it.
Now here is Jesus Sanchez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Well struck right field. Bangs off the wall. But he holds up at first. Good play out there to cut it off. Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm. That one ripped. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 5 on the season, and they add a couple more. It's 5-zip.
Just a nice job. Recognizes off speed as that leg hangs in the air a little bit, but he gets it down, hits against a strong and firm front side, and that's knocking a cheesesteak out of somebody's lap.
I would be upset if somebody knocked a cheesesteak out of my lap, I'll tell you that.
I don't think that's possible. You're too quick. Got him out on the front foot. Couldn't keep the hands back long enough and played right into the hands of the pitcher.
And he deals. Swing and a ball popped up. Stop. Moving under this one. And he makes the catch. And the inning is over. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. And the lead is now 5-0. Bottom of the 4th. Now the number 2 hitter, Alec Bohm. The punch out there. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Quite the start to this game on the mound. Looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already. So this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And now 2 gone. 2 outs. Base is empty. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
So now 1-2 to Rhys. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. That's his second strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Ryan Anderson. The pitch. Soft contact in the air. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Brett Bryant.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Brett Bryant. The pitch. To the right side. Over to first. And the first 2 set down at the top of the 5th. Here is Aaron Judge.
99. Aaron.
2 down, nobody on. Judge rips that one. Muziati makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. JT Realmuto steps in. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
Now
one down, base is empty. And another ball.
Stop.
Here's a 2-1. And there's a foul ball. And the pitch. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. He can't get there. It's a base hit. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. The tag out. And the batter now, Ronald Torres. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that chance handled. Throws to first, and the Phillies are set down in order. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Nick Whitford. And we'll see how he performs in this situation with his team down big.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and he need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Avisail Garcia now at the plate.
The designated hitter, Avisail Garcia.
And Garcia gets a piece. Now he steps out as time is granted. Here comes a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Time called. The 2-2 will have to wait just a second. Soler gets his lead at first with nobody out. Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Lifted in the air, right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 down.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Jesus Sanchez getting ready to hit. The 2-1. And that one fouled off. On the ground, a second, might be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Marlins out front 5-0. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now for the Phillies, Garrett Stubbs. Out to short. Wendell gloves it. Slings it across. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Vierling.
And now, Matt Vierling. He's 0 for 1. Next offering is in for a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Sanchez brings it in. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder, Simone.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Simone Muziati. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. On the ground, right side. Chisholm tosses to first, and that's the third out. Phillies down in order, still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Connor Brogdon will take over here. Big deficit here, but he's still got a job to do. Leading off, Jazz Chisholm, 1 for 2. Right-handed reliever. Rips that one center field. Muzziotti makes the play, and there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
And here is Joey Wendell. On to first. That's it out.
Now batting,
Ryan Anderson digs in now.
Ryan Anderson.
Runner leads away at second. Left field. Veerland racing over to make the catch.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Back at Citizens Bank Park, ready to go for the last half of the inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm on the ground. Zips it across, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Up next for Philadelphia, the designated hitter, Kyle
Schwarber comes up to hit here.
I mean, these guys know they have to get going out of the gates, but you're not going to hear a skipper. You're not going to hear people really say that.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. There's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2. Up the middle. Throw to first is in time. That's out number 3. Phillies go down quietly in the inning. It's 5-0. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jeurys Familia. And this guy can bring it velocity-wise. Stepping in the long ball threat, Brett Bryant. This one in the air right field. That's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge. Bryant aboard here at first with nobody out. Double play ball to second. Fires over to Hoskins. First out in the top of the 8th. Jorge Soler, the next to hit. 1 for 3.
Soler.
And the right-hander deals. Into center. Muzziotti settles under this one. He's got it. Runner tagging for third. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So up next, Avisail Garcia. He's already homered in this game. And a pitch. Swings here and blasts one left field. That one on its way. Gone! Avi Garcia hits one out. His 2nd home run of the game. It's 7-0.
Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-1. And that one ripped into right. Stubbs makes the catch, and that'll do it. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. Back here in Philadelphia, on to the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. Got him looking. So he's gotten deep into this game, and at least so far, not showing a ton of signs of fatigue.
The shortstop, Bryson Stott.
Popped up. Could be extra bases. Throws to second. Not in time. It's a double.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Just a bloop hit behind third right there, and that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to, and the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
And
right
now
fielder,
here is
21.
Garrett Stubbs.
Garrett.
Going to count 1-2.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle, but I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
He makes the grab, and that is the third out of the inning. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Zach Britton. He comes in with his team trailing by a bunch, so he'll try to keep it where it is. Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. He's done it again. His second homer of the game, and they add on. It's 8-0.
Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Here's the catcher, Peyton Henry. Rolled over to third. Zips it to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Now
at the plate, Joey Wendell.
Joey Wendell.
The pitch. In the air, left field. Vierling under it. Puts the squeeze on it, and there's 2 away.
The batter.
So 2 down now, and here is Ryan Anderson. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat, as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. This ball's chopped on the ground. Boom. Picks it up. Rolls across the diamond. Third out, and that ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now an 8-0 game. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now the left fielder, Matt Vierling.
He's been so sharp today, even over 100 pitches thrown. His skipper is leaving him in there to finish the job.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Anthony Bender. And he'll try to keep this big lead right where it is. And down on strikes. 1 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Simone Muzziotti stands in for the Phillies. Makes the catch for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia,
now
Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
The wind of the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this club that no one wants to be the guy that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways. Each guy, every day he comes to the ballpark, how can I help us win today? And this is a great feeling. It's like being in the playoffs when individual statistics don't matter. It's all about the team W.
8-0 is how this one ends. And the road team picks up the win and picks up a sweep. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi. Thanks for joining us.
8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For Philadelphia, no runs, 3 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.